What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, DJ's Club here, and I hope you are all doing well. This is part 3 of CoursePlay. How's everybody doing? Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed part 1 and part 2. We looked at the basics, then we looked into the advanced side of things. Now, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do custom fields. I also had questions about how to make folders for AUTODRIVE. Now, we haven't touched bases on anything for AUTODRIVE yet. That is coming in the future. But yeah, but I'll show you guys real quick later on in the video and how to create folders. So today we're going to be making custom fields. We're going to be doing it a couple of different ways, and at the end of the video I will do a little bit of a time lapse. So guys, make sure you stick around, and we'll show you how to do it. So basically, first thing you got to do is we need to make sure that your AUTODRIVE, your CoursePlay is off. As you can see there in the bottom right here, we're going to move it right here. And so first thing you want to do is, you see this little circle here? You can actually do your own custom fields by doing recording. Now, there is 2 different ways that you can do this, and I will demonstrate it here pretty shortly on how to do it. But first thing you want to do is you want to click on your tractor. Alright, so you want to go over your settings, show course, always at the waypoint. Okay, so we're going to leave that as it is, and we want to make sure well, I like to return to the start point, and I like to raise tool late and lower tool early. And the reason why I do this is because sometimes if you don't do this, the AIs will miss spots when they're finishing off a row or starting a row. So that's why I like to do that. And also, you can come down here, you can do your reverse speed. I like to turn this up to 9.9 on my reverse speed, and the same thing with turning. I like to put it up to 9.9 just to make it a little bit quicker. So let's go over some of the other settings. So we go through the driver wages. You can set it to whatever you want. You can have the drivers do it for nothing, or 50%, or 100%, 250%, 500%. I like to set it at 50. And automatic repair, I like to I usually don't touch it. This here I don't touch either. Weights for refueling, I don't touch none of this. I just leave it all as it is. And we already went over this, so here we are. We want to start making a course, but you cannot do it here. I'm going to show you basically how to do that in a second. And if you want to bring up your AUTODRIVE course, you hit your Alt, Lift Alt, and 0 on your number pad. You'll bring this up right here. Now, you guys want to know how to create folders. Now, what you need to do, you got to go into this little gear here, I call it. That's your settings. So go into your settings, and let's go over here. Corner speed, this is just a little basic look over for AUTODRIVE. I will get into this a little bit later in the future. I like to have this set at 80%. Pipe offset, sometimes I do this, especially with the combine when I'm using the forage harvester. Sometimes I like to bump that up to 250 so it's not as close. And another little tip, guys, when you are using a forage harvester, use the longest pipe. It will save you a lot of trouble in the long run. And restrict pathfinder, all this stuff is turned on. Okay, so that's pretty much the basics there. Now, let's go into the next one. Alright, where it says user settings. Let's have a look at it. So all this here, now when I'm doing recording, you can either have it above tractor or on ground level. I like to have it above tractor because it's a lot easier to see. And all of this here looks pretty good. I don't fool around with much of anything here. So let's go down to the little gear setting. Alright, so your settings for AUTODRIVE. So this is the same thing here, but you can always have auto connect at the start and auto connect at the end. I like to leave this off. Now the reason why that is, I like to click on it myself, but sometimes I forget to reconnect where I'm starting. But anyway, same thing, you go here to your driver's wages, you can do whatever. I like to leave it at 50%. And in your settings, overdrive, guys, if you have overdrive installed, you come on down here, see where it says use folders. You gotta, if you want to make folders for your courses, make sure this is on yes. It gotta be on yes. Then hit apply. Alright, then you come in here and it would automatically, let me see if I can turn this up a little notch. Turn it up. Ooh, what can we adjust this to? I gotta find that setting now. Is it in here? Default. Okay, so I like to have this up to, let's go up to about 85%. As you can see, I made the window a lot bigger. We can go bigger again. Let's go to 100% just to make sure you guys can see it. Alright, so we can get rid of this for now. Just lay that right here. Here is your AUTODRIVE window. Alright, so with the folders turned on, it would automatically set it to default. So I can put a waypoint here and say go over here, put another waypoint, it will go here. But if you want to make a new filter, you have to first of all, you have to turn on your little triangle down here with the exclamation in, and then if you pop this open here, see this little circle here with the plus sign in it, you click on that and it says insert folder name, and I'm going to put in test. Alright, so that's test. Now I'm only showing the basics right now. We're not going to do anything right now because that's going to be a future video. But then here you have it as test. Alright, so say if you want it for fields, all you gotta do is put in fields, and you're doing an auto course drive, well, doing an auto course, say on field 1. Once you get that done, you just go in here, you just click on this and you type in AUTODRIVE course field 1, go OK. Then you can just take it and drag it into your fields folder. But that is just the little basics for now. That's not the point of the video. The point of this video is to make some custom fields, and I will touch bases in this, I'd say probably end of the week, if not the beginning of next week. So hope that helped you guys a little bit. Now, the main reason why we're here, we are going to record a course. Now, let's turn that off because we don't need this right now. We're not worry about this at all today. All right. So we're going to bring this little boy back up. When you want to do record a custom field, this is the first way to do it. You can either do it this way, hit record. As you can see, the node is pointed up there, so it's going to start recording a course first. So just keep driving along. As you can see, it's recording the course, and you have that there. Then we're going to do a little turny here. That's good enough there like that. Then we're going to do another little turny here. It's good enough like that. Then we're going to do another little turny here. You can do whatever way you want. Now, I would highly recommend you guys, when you're connecting up with the next one here, you don't want to overlap these. For some reason, it tends to not work sometimes. But yeah, so when you finish recording, you just hit this little circle button again. Then it's going to ask you, do you want to save the recorder course for custom field CP1? I'm going to say no for now because I wasn't happy with that. So we're just going to do another one over here somewhere. Let's just say I want to start right here. Okay. So let's hit the record button. We're going to go up here a little ways. We're probably going to do a little bit of a long field, but not very wide. So that looks about right there. Pretty close enough. Then we're going to turn. Then we're going to go straight here. Probably wide enough. Then we're going to do another turn. Then we're going to do this. Come back down. We're going to go on down and pass it a little bit. And say right here somewhere is good enough. Then we're going to do another turn. Then we're going to go here like that. Do another turn. Then we're going to connect. That's not a very straight field, but I'm going to show you a different way of doing it. Alright, so see, here's our first course. Alright, don't overlap. Don't want to overlap these. When you're done and you're happy with it, click on your circle again to stop recording. Then it's going to ask you, do you want to save the course? You're going to say yes. There you have it. Now, if you back up into the course, like I'm going to do here, alright, I'm going to show you another thing. Go into your, where it says no course, click on it. You can see our course is generated. Now, if you guys want to know how to customize, rename it, hit your backspace once, or your escape once, then click on this, and it'll give you an option to either delete custom course or rename. Let's rename it. We're going to go test 1, and there you have it. You see it there now. It is called test 1. So then we go to our go back, and if you want to, same thing again, do your AUTODRIVE or your CoursePlay. You come in here, you set it up, do whatever you want. You can either start at center. Depends on what I'm doing. If I'm plowing, cultivating, stuff like that, or mowing grass, whatever, I like to do the center first and do the headlands last because I like to have the baler coming behind and picking up and making bales, and at least with him on the center, it's not going to run into any issues running over bales. Alright, so we're going to go. Alright, let's do it this way. Let's go ahead and we're going to hit record. Alright, we're going to go all the way down here. I do apologize for this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. You just got to keep playing with it. Once you're happy there somewhere, then you just, like I said, oh, I forgot to pause, but anyway, that's fine. Hit your pause button, go across to where you want to go. Somewhere around there, hit your pause again, go and drive a straight line over this way where you want. Say we want to go down here somewhere like that, then hit your pause again. Depends on like how particular you want your field to be square. That's totally up to you. For this demonstration, I don't really care if it's perfectly square or not. Just saying. So I'm gonna try to keep it as square as much as I can. And that looks pretty half decent close to me. Then we'll just drive along here like that. Hit your pause and pause again. And we'll just go ahead and get close to this without touching it somewhat and just reconnect. Probably like along here somewhere. Hopefully it'll work for me this time, guys. I don't know why it never worked the first time, but there you have it. Then you want to save course. And then it says, do you want to save the recorded course as custom field? Yes. Always say yes. Now, you drive into your field. It should work this time. I think it did. And there you have now. It's not a very straight square field, but just for demonstration, remember, hit your escape once, click on CP1, and if you're not happy with the way the shape is, you can always delete the course and start over. Or if you're happy with it, just rename it. We're going to call this Test 2. Test 2. There you have it. So now we have two custom fields. We have Test 1, we have Test 2. Now, let's go back to our first field. And I'm gonna show you something with the first field. Alright. If you're not sure exactly where your field is to, then just go in here. And you can see I'm not even close. So just go field position, click on that, put your tractor in there, and then you're fine. You're all fine. Now you can see that it's outlined white. Now you want to go here to your field work, where you want to only one tool. Make sure you're working with is the same. Number of headlands, we're only going to do one. Now, this is where you come to having square corners to rounded corners. So what I'm going to do on this one, we're going to do around the corner, okay? I don't touch this one down here. This one here, we're going to bump it up to 3, okay? We're going to do an up and down. Let's generate a course. So as you can see here, this is what he's going to do. Now see on the corner where it's rounded, that's how he's going to chase it. Now, I will tell you one thing, all right? When you are recording a course, all right, you're starting here, your node is in the middle of your tractor, right? So, with that being said, when you actually start doing your course, see when I was out here, this is where I recorded my course, but now my course is showing up here. Now, when you start plowing, this here, keep this in mind, this here is the edge of your implement, whatever it is you're using, right? So this right here was the middle. Say this here was here, all right? Now it's here. Now I'm going to start plowing. So edge of my plow is the edge of this line here. So remember, keep that in mind. So you're recording here, you're going to be out here. We need to start the edge of your plow, your implement, or whatever the hell it is you're using, is always going to be on the edge of this. So if you want to get close to here, you're probably going to want to start recording here. Always remember that this here is your hedge, your headland. All right, just remember that. So now we're doing that. Let's go ahead and go first waypoint and see what he does. All right. So he's going to start there. I forgot to change. It doesn't matter if counterclockwise, clockwise. It doesn't really matter, guys. Whatever makes you happy and gets the job done. That's my motto. Lines gets the job done. So he should come here. Then he's going to make a turn. And also what I have it set at is he's doing the up and down rows first. He's going to do the headlands last. That's what I like to tend to do when I'm plowing, cultivating, or yeah, stuff like that. Now when it comes to harvesting, I always like to do my, well, common sense. You always want to do your hedges first. so you don't destroy your prop. So far so good. The main thing I want to show you guys is when it gets to the headlands, you'll see that it's going to be a little rounded. Now I am going to change it a little bit when it comes to trying to keep your field as square as possible, and I will show you guys that in a second. But first, you got to do this. There you go. He's going to do his turn, then he's going to back up. Remember, guys, keep it in the back of your mind. This here is always going to be the hedge, right? That's not a very straight line for demonstration, but anyway, if you take your time and do it right, you know, and have patience, you can get a nice square field doing it that way. But this in here, we never hit the pause button or nothing. We just kept recording, and that was it. So I was going to do a little bit of a time lapse here, but I don't think I'm going to now. I'm just going to show you guys here. I just want to talk a little bit about it. Now, as you can see right here, this is where the center your node was right here in this line. Remember, that's going to be, you can see how it's lined up with the edge of your implement, your plow. So always keep that in the back of your mind, guys. All right. If you're recording here, that don't mean they're going to start plowing there. That's not what that means. All right. So this is always going to be the edge of your plow. All right. As you can see, that is chasing my tracks. This is where my recording course was to, along here. All right. Which, when I had the plow folded, half my plow was out here on this part, right? So always keep that in mind. All right, so you see how that's done. So that's completed. So we got pretty much like a roundy kind of field on the corners. All right, so let's just cancel that. We got that done. Now we're going to head over here to the next one, which should be over here somewhere along here. All right, something like that. Yeah, here we go. You can see the outlines in it. So we'll just turn around, park in here. Now, we're going to go back in there. We're going to hit no course. All right, so now we are not even close to where we want to be, but that's okay. Just go click on field, put it wherever it is you want to go, and go to your field work settings, multiple tool. All this stays the same. We're going to do a headlands first, and if you want your square corners, turn this down to 0. Alright, this is important for when it comes to square corners or rounded corners. Go customize field. As you can see, nice and square. Then we're going to back out, and we're going to go first away. So he's coming down here. He should stop. Yep, he's going to stop there. Then he should drive along here, back up, drop his plow, and go straight again. That's how you're going to get a straight corner. But this is what I don't like about it. It always tends to go out a little bit past. That's why I don't usually do this. I usually keep my circle at like a 2 or a 3. I'd rather have a circle corner than a square corner, because just remember, guys, this stuff is still in beta, still in testing. See this? This is what I don't like. I don't like this. That's why I don't do it this way. So just a little heads up on that. I always like to have it circle. Try to get that perfect shape feel that you're looking for. I'd rather have a circle corner than a square corner. Make sense? Hope it do. Guys, you got any more questions? That is going to be it for today. Please leave a comment below, and I'll do my best to help out. There is some AUTODRIVE courses coming up in the future. Hope you guys enjoy. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. help support the channel. Join the Discord if you want. It's all in the description below. And remember, guys, if you want that CoursePlay and AUTODRIVE, only on GitHub. Don't download it from anywhere else, just to be safe. It'll be in GitHub. Until next time, guys. Hope you guys enjoy. Have a good one.